Where did you go when I needed you most? Where did you go when I needed you most?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing a small pantry clean out and organization. As you can see, my pantry was an absolute mess. There were just things everywhere. I kind of had some bins already that sometimes I'll just take one bin at a time and just clean it out and organize it. But the pantry was such a mess that it just needed a full clean out and organize. So I am just starting by taking some of the bins out and just taking everything out of the bins, everything off the shelves, and trying to determine what was expired and throwing those things away, and then what are items that can go back into different baskets. And I did this a couple shelves at a time because I just had so much stuff in the pantry that it was easier to just do a couple shelves at a time, figure those out, and then move on to the next couple shelves. And then finally, the bottom part of the pantry where I have all of the canned goods and items like that. So I am just starting by unloading everything onto the counters to try to organize the different products. Now that I have a couple of the shelves cleared off, I am just trying to vacuum up all of the crumbs. These shelves are just wooden shelves that honestly aren't in the best condition, but I was just trying to get some of the crumbs off so that we had a fresh slate when I was putting everything back onto the shelves. And then now I am starting to organize what I want to put in each basket. So I took the different items from the counter and put them into matching categories on the table. So in the back, I have all of my pastas and grains. So anything like rice or pastas. I have some barley back there, and then a couple boxes of mac and cheese. And then in the front, I am putting all of my different baking mixes and stuff like that. So I have some pancake mix, some cake mix, beer bread mix, and some cookie mix and some pudding mix. So then I am trying to organize in the center all of our candy. We had a ton of candy at that point because we had gone to the drive-in the weekend before, and I just went overboard on the candy. So that's what I was doing with that. And then in the smaller baskets, I like to have kind of quick grab and go things. So fruit snacks, our drink mixes, those are going to go in one of the bins. And then in the other bin, I like to keep our oatmeal. It just keeps it so that we don't have so many boxes, and it's easy to just grab and make in the morning. So I'm starting to go ahead and load the grains and pastas into the basket. I did get most of these baskets from the Dollar Tree or Big Lots. I'll try to have something linked from Amazon in case you want to try this method. I really like having these different bins because like I said earlier, it's really, really easy to just pull a couple bins out, figure out what is expired or what has gone bad or stale or something like that, and just organize a couple bins at a time. If my pantry wasn't just such an absolute disaster this day, I probably would have just picked out a couple bins, gone through them, organized them, put them back. But like I said before, and like you saw, it was just an absolute train wreck. There were things everywhere, and I was just so sick of not being able to find things. So this basket is going to be my different baking mixes, and like you saw, the cookie mix just didn't really fit, so I found a different place for that was outside of a bin. And then I started working on more of a snack bin, so there's some crackers, some chips, and then some popcorn, sort of anything that is a grab and go sort of snacky item. I went ahead and put in this bin. Next, I am just restocking some of the items that were low. So I'm restocking my rice container. We have rice all the time. Rice is one of the staples for Tegan to eat. So we go through a lot. So I buy like the 5-pound bag, and then I just refill a container that's easy to grab from when we're making rice. And then I started to put some of the bins back. Tegan now can just get into the pantry and she looks at different things and she wants whatever she can see. So I tried to put the items that I don't really want her getting into on some of the higher shelves, and then anything that she can just grab and easily bring to me to open, or things that she doesn't really like, such as Pop-Tarts. She doesn't like Pop-Tarts for whatever reason, so I'm not upset about that. So we put those on the bottom shelf along with some of the baking items that just don't really fit well in the bins. So the different icings and some of the drink mixes with Nesquik and Swiss Miss, just kind of had those on the bottom shelf along with the bin that just has a bunch of snacks for her. So now I started restocking our granola bar basket. This is another Tegan staple. So this is something that I put on one of the lower shelves so that she can grab it if she's hungry, and then she just brings it to me and we can open it for her. Having the different snack bins has been such a help because it's easy for her to just grab and bring to me. Let me know if you guys have different snack shelves or snack bins in your house and what you fill the snack bins with. I'm always looking for new ideas for her just to kind of mix it up from her normal routine. And I just really like having all of the snacks restocked and easily accessible. I'm putting the drink mixes in with the oatmeal packets just because I didn't really have a great place to put them. And those are something also that it's easy to just grab from one of these bins. And then putting some of the fruit snacks into a bin. Again, one of the easy snacks that Tegan can grab. She calls them jelly beans. Pretty much any chewy candy, she thinks that they are jelly beans, and she just thinks that they're the best. So she hasn't been eating them as much lately, but it's, again, just such an easy thing for her to grab and bring to me when she's hungry. now we're starting to tackle the bottom floor level of the pantry. So these are all of our canned goods, and then it ended up being more of a catch-all. So there were some bags of chips and just bigger items because I have two bigger bins on the floor. So it tends to be this catch-all that just is absolutely disgusting. So, and then here's a look of all of the different crumbs that were on the bottom of the floor. So going to go ahead and vacuum that up so that we're starting fresh when we put everything back into the bins and back into the pantry. I went ahead and took everything out of the baskets, and this is just a shot of how disgusting these were. So I went ahead and used some Dawn Power Wash and just gave it a really good cleaning before I started putting all of the cans back into the different bins. For some reason, we literally had 5 bottles of barbecue sauce, so we should be good for at least a year at this point. And then I went ahead and put the different pasta sauces, marinara and tomato sauce, and some Alfredo sauces. And then I started filling in with a couple different canned goods that would just fit well in that basket. Then I moved on to the next basket and tried to group similar items together. So we have all of the beans together. And then I moved on to some pumpkin. I went ahead and stocked up on pumpkin last year. In 2020, there was like a pumpkin shortage. And so last year when I started finding pumpkin, I stocked up. So obviously still had 4 cans. And with pumpkin season coming up, I'm pretty excited about that we already have a pretty good stock of that. So just going to go ahead and put the different oils that we have and fill in that basket. And then at the end, I also have some cookie cutters that I like to keep in the basket upstairs for when we're making cookies. So that is going to do it. I'm just putting this back into the pantry, and then here is the final product. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I will have a fridge organization video out on Saturday. So thank you all so much, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.